Hey everyone, it's Alex here. Can you guys please confirm if you can hear me fine, if everything's okay with the audio? And we're going to get started in a couple of minutes. Just going to wait for a few more people to come in. Okay, awesome. So Linda, Shani, they can hear me. Awesome, welcome Yera, good to have you here. We're going to be looking at your store today, by the way. Okay, awesome. So let's give everyone just a couple more minutes so people can join, and I'm going to go grab a glass of water real quick, and then we're going to get started. And what we're going to do on today's call while JR is away, he just posted a video actually explaining what he's doing. So he is heading to Bangkok, so that's why I'm taking care of this call, as he will be on, well, not on a flight yet, so he's going to be going by train first, then he's going to jump on a couple of flights and get to Bangkok, and we're also going to be doing some cool content from there for you. So I'm assuming we're going to be doing some live videos, walking you guys through some of the things and answering some of your questions. So I think next week is going to be a lot of fun for all the DCA members. So let me just go grab a glass of water real quick, and then we're going to get started. And if you guys have any questions at all, let me know in the question box here. And we're going to be looking at the questions, and then we're also going to be looking at the websites. I've got a bunch of them that we can review, and hopefully I can give you some good advice on how to fix yours. All right, so I'm back, and let me know if you guys are ready. All right, ready, awesome. Okay, so let's get started. Also, let me know if you can see my screen, and then we're going to get started with the shops. So the first one that we're going to review is exclusive sales online. Now, some of these websites we have reviewed before. Some of you guys sent them over again for us to take a look at, which is cool, and I want to see if some of the previous tips that we've given you have actually been implemented. So yeah, this one is called Exclusive Sales Online, and we're going to take a quick look. So I remember the sliders were a little bit different, so now it's fixed, so that's cool. And when it comes to the slider, the images are looking good. It's definitely making the website look professional. I like the logo, it blends in with the color, so that's definitely good. Let's see, unique products. Elegance and beauty. I think this is all right. Maybe one thing that I could do is just tweak the copy a little bit and put something that's CTA driven. So we want to do a call to action on these sliders. They look nice, but if we were to have a call to action, for example, some of the top products or some of the top offers on the website right now, and then make the sliders clickable, that would actually be much better. So we would get people who come to the homepage to click on them and take action. Right now, it's looking good, the slider, but it's taking up quite a bit of space on the home page. And we did discuss the above the fold area. And let me know what you guys think. So do you agree with this? Do you understand how the above the fold area works and why we should have a CTA in here? So I'm going to keep going while you guys type in. If you have any comments, feel free to let me know. And also, if you have any thoughts or questions about these websites, please type them in the chat box, and we can have a nice discussion about all of these sites and see what we can do to improve them. So I think this website, it's focusing on Australia, because I see the prices here in AUD, and it seems like it's a mixed site. So they have, I assume one of the niches are horses, and actually I got an email from Lauren. And Lauren is actually the person who created the website, and she's been struggling a little bit with the audience. So she's worried that she's narrowed down the audience, but she's worried that if she goes for just people who are liking something related to horses, that it might be a little bit too broad. I would disagree with that. I think it's absolutely fine to go for something that's broad like that, because this is quite a niche in itself. So it does make sense to go after, people who like pages or are interested in horses. Why would they not buy these products, right? So if you make the ad the way that we discussed, and they can see that it's a product and that they can buy the product, then you're not going to get people clicking on the ad who are absolutely not interested. So you're going to get people who are interested in this, they're seeing a nice product, and they might be interested in purchasing. So I don't think Lauren is here, if I remember well. Yeah, she's from Australia, so it's not a good time for her to come on these calls. But if you're watching the replay, then I would advise that you go for it. So don't worry about being too broad. I think that's absolutely fine, especially because you're targeting Australia, and you mentioned you don't have 1 million people in the group. You have, I don't know, 50,000 or 100,000 people. So it's completely fine to go after that group. Even if it's bigger, it's also fine. So let me see what else she's got. So she's got jewelry, bee-related jewelry. Okay, that's interesting. And wine lovers collectibles, poker stuff, some kids games I see here. So overall, I really like the website. I think it's very clean, very well made. The category is just looking nice and professional. Let's go ahead and check out one of these pages and see what's happening with the page. Yep, this is also looking pretty good. Let's see, because I saw one of you guys sent this over. You promoted some phone covers and you were not getting any sales. And then when I actually came to the product page, I saw that there were very weird phone models in here. So some models that I don't think people have them anymore, and that's probably why you're not getting sales. And when you're doing something like this, you're promoting a phone case. What I always do is there's also an option on Facebook to target people who have a certain type of phone. So you can give that a go and try and see if you can target people with iPhone 7 and then get them to this page. So don't go after anyone else, just get those people with that specific phone that you have a case for in your store. Does that make sense? So let's look at the page. So this is good. Let me talk about the parts that I like. So I like the images. There's a bunch of images here. They're all very nice and clean. You've got, this might be a little bit confusing, design number, because there's no number on the images. Then you have to click and see which one is number. Let's say I pick number 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. I guess it would be this one. So that's a little bit confusing. Maybe if you would have the number of the phone case here, just so that it's easier for people to select the design. But this is good. For iPhones, just make sure you specify your targeting, because there's going to be a lot of people with Samsungs as well. So you want to make sure that you're getting people who can actually who would actually benefit from this product. So this is good. She's got the safe and secure. Everything's there. 60-day money back guarantee. She's got the timer. Scarcity is added. She's got a description, and she also imported reviews, which is awesome. So this product has good reviews, 146 reviews. So it's looking good. This website is looking good, and it's a good example for you guys to look at. This is how it should be done. I don't necessarily see any problems with it. Maybe the homepage can be tweaked a little bit, but you are sending traffic to a product page anyway, so it's not a big deal. But if you were to put some CTAs in here, that would be better. So very good website. I definitely recommend you guys check it out and see how she's done it. So yeah, okay, let's move on to the next one. So we got Get Baby Toys. Okay, so this one we have a problem with the above the fold. So first of all, I'm not sure if this website is done because I only got my Shopify URL. So ideally you want to have getbabytoys.com without my Shopify. It's just more professional. Ideally you also want to have a little logo in there. And the above the fold area is just taken by this one image, which is definitely a no-no. So you don't want to have something that's taking so much space and it serves no purpose. So you want to put your products in there. Or if you're having a special offer, then you want to do a slider like this and just say special offer, 50% off, or free shipping, or free product, just cover shipping, things like that. That's going to definitely increase conversions when somebody comes to your homepage. So let's look at the other stuff. Okay, so this one looks like it's not a mixed store. It's a niche store focused on products for babies. So this is looking okay. I guess what I would do here is try to separate these into some type of categories as well. And I would definitely do something about the top part, because this is, I don't think this is going to work. So definitely do something about that. And let's see, let's check out one product page and see what's happening here. Okay, so bouncing ball with music. Well, you could have, you know, I always recommend you put the compare at price so that you actually see a higher price here, and then people can see you've discounted the product. That's always a good thing to do. Now, I would say maybe put some like a more descriptive text here, bigger description, but after all, this is a bouncing rattle ball with music, so I think this might be enough. So all right, this is okay. Guaranteed safe checkout. That is okay. I don't, you know, there's nothing too wrong with this page, but when we compare, you know, page like this one, it just looks much more professional, right? So because of the logo and everything, it just looks much better. The color combination I also like, and she's got the scarcity stuff in there, and we talked about it. There's a free plugin that you can use for that. And let's see, so yeah, the description is definitely much nicer. She's got the reviews embedded in there, so I recommend you look into that as well. Let's see, this is Jariel's website, if I pronounce that right. Let's see if he's here. I don't think he is. All right, well, I'm sure he's going to watch the replay of the webinar. So yeah, there's definitely work to be done here. The home page for sure, and then the product page is a little bit as well. Let's check out one more, see if there's anything else going on with the description. Looks like they're all about the same. So you definitely want to add the scarcity stuff that we talked about. And yeah, so you want to do that. I guess that's the best that you can do with the description for such a product, so that's okay. Maybe just split this text a little bit, so don't make it one chunk of text, that would make it a couple of paragraphs. And then see if you can import the reviews, because that's going to make your page look cool, especially if you don't have a long description for the product. So other than that, it's okay. Just fix the home page, see if you can add some logos in there. Just replace this text with the logo. You definitely want to change your domain name, and perhaps on the home page what you can do is split this into some categories. I would do that as well. And the products that you are promoting on Facebook that you're sending traffic to, you want to make sure they have a compare at price. Those that you're not, it's okay if you keep a few products with the original price, just so that it looks more legit, and not like every product is being discounted, so that's fine. But those that you're promoting, make sure that you have a compare at price, and you know, see what you can do so that the savings actually look significant. Okay, so do you guys have any questions or comments about this website before we move on to the next one? Okay, so some of you are saying it's looking good. Okay. Okay, so Yet is saying the template takes up a lot with the sliders. Perhaps change the template. Yeah, so with the template format, to remove the slider, there's many ways you can do. You can remove them completely. You can put some different images in there. If you're using the theme, the supply theme, then you can definitely customize this part. So it's not a problem to do it. It's pretty easy. You just got to find a good image and decide what you're going to do. If you're going to have a call to action with an image, or if you're just going to show the products at the top. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Dawn and Knife, all about diligence. All right, so let's see. Right off the bat, I'm not sure what this is about, but let's see. I think it's a mixed store. I see stuff for kids, for her. Technology. Okay, so it's definitely a mixed store. Ooh, it looks like you downloaded some images from a stock website, and you have not removed the logos. I'm not sure if this website is done, because these images, they don't really mean anything right now, just a couple of random images there. So maybe you're testing something out, I don't know, but you definitely want to remove this. Doesn't do anything. Now this is all right. If we were to talk about color preference, maybe I would not go with red over there. Generally, I don't like to do a lot of red on these websites, but just my preference. And yeah, I'm just a little bit confused about what this website is about. So when I come here, okay, it doesn't have a logo. It takes up a lot of the space, but I know it's going to be selling baby products. And when I come to this website, exclusive sales. But right now, I'm not quite sure what it represents, right? So I know you're able to shop, you didn't mix store, but you know, maybe just try to change this name over here or put a slider and kind of explain what you're doing. And then I think it's going to be better. So let's check out a couple of products. Color with the original box, without box. Well, this doesn't make too much sense. Yeah, I'm not sure. I guess you can order it without the box and with the box, but it does say color over here, so I'm not quite sure. There's also a bunch of empty space here. There's a bit of a description, which is okay. If you could do more, then that would be even better. Okay, well, I think this website is definitely not done, because we can see this, quick links, and just a lot of things that I think are not quite done. Let's see, this is Yetta, right? Okay, so actually, Yetta, we've gone ahead and we fixed a couple of things for you. We saw a couple of things, like the logo was a bit different. It was very big, this area, so before the call, I just went in and I cut the logo and I made it a little bit smaller. And after the call, we'll see if there's anything else that we can fix for you, but let me tell you a couple of things that I would recommend you do. If you don't mind, maybe we can take a look at your color scheme and just tweak the colors a little bit. Let me know in the questions box. Which name? What do you mean, which name did you need to change? Okay, so I'm talking to Yada here in the questions box. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead, if you don't mind, change the colors a little bit just to make it look a bit nicer. And then what you want to be doing when you implement the products is you want to make sure it has more images. This is just one image, so make sure you import the rest of the images as well. So this is okay, although you could show the full price as well. I always like showing the full price as well. So it's $63.99. You save $63, but what's the full price? So put the full price in there as well. That always works better. And with the description, see what you can do. Maybe make it a little bit bigger and definitely format it a little bit better, because this one, I think, has been copy pasted. So you want to just pay attention to that to make it look nice. And we're also going to go ahead and put the secure icons for you here on the site after the call. And then you might want to look into a plugin for importing reviews, because that's always going to make the site look nicer. So if we look at this one, you know, with all the images and the reviews, it just looks very nice, right? So it's very full of content. You got the reviews, looks very nice. So I think you guys should really look into this and the structure of how the pages are laid out. So Yetta, let me know if you have any other questions or anything else that I can help you while I'm here on your site. And if not, then we're gonna do a couple of tweaks after this call. And yeah, you just keep this in mind. So you wanna add the full description, you wanna have more images for your product, and you wanna make sure these things are not confusing. So it's color here with box, without box, with original box. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so this one's okay. This is cool as well, but yeah, I guess this is okay because it has a lot of details, these images. So that's nice. Yeah, this is looking much better. This product, all you need to do is just add the images, and it's going to look much better. And as I said, we're going to take a look at the color scheme for you a bit. Okay, this is all right. Maybe I won't go with red over here, but not a big deal. So yeah, this is looking good. Once we add the secure, safe and secure image, and we change the colors a little bit, I think it's going to be good. And over here you got Click Me discount specials. Okay, let me click and see what happens. Okay, this is cool. Maybe you want to have something a little bit more descriptive here, so tell them what kind of discounts they can expect. Is it free plus shipping? Or, yeah, that's just be a bit more descriptive here. And if you can put a call to action, that would kind of explain the type of discounts they're going to get. So is it 50% off all the products in the category, or what is it? Explain a little bit more, and I think it's going to work better for you. And okay, I think that's it. Doesn't look like it has any other questions, so I think we're ready to move on to the next one. So this next one is from Bonifacio, I think. Bonnie, I think, if I'm allowed to call him that. So RSK Enterprises. I don't know if he means enterprises. I think this is the right way to spell it. Also, this is a little bit too big. Your logo is too big, and I'm really not sure what it is. So when I look at it, I am not sure what it is. Well, that's okay. It looks like it's a mixed store. A bunch of regular stuff in there, rings, necklaces. Okay. Maybe for the background, you could look into having a white background. Just it looks better, because I see you have a lot of products with the white background, so that's going to blend into the website better. I always prefer a white background on these websites just because of the images. They're going to blend in much better if you have a white background. Alrighty, so I see these are a bit more expensive than what we've discussed in the course and that what we've seen in other shops. Okay, well, doesn't mean it's not going to work, but personally I haven't had a lot of luck selling cheap bags from AliExpress for $149 or anything over $100. But okay, definitely test it out, see what happens. Okay, so it looks like it's looking good, but what I would do is just add kind of some a theme to the website. So what's happening here? What's your goal? Is it to provide discounts? And when you go with the mix store, then that's what you need to do. So this text over here helps with novelty shopping experience. You could go with something like this, so novelty item, something like that. Just give it a theme. I'm going to go back to this one again. So this is a mixed store, exclusive sales online. And this is what we've talked about in the course. You should go for a domain name like that. Like overstock product items or whatever, something like that when you're doing a mixed store. And you just make sure that it doesn't matter if it's a little bit longer, the domain name, but make sure that people can understand what it is as soon as they see it. So definitely some work to be done here. Let's check out a couple of products, but yeah, what I would say is just a little bit too ordinary. I'm not sure that I would go with some of these products. A little bit more difficult to promote them. So I did have a lot of campaigns where I promoted shirts and things like that on Facebook, but it's not the easiest thing to do when you're starting out. So maybe I would stay away from regular products like these and just go with something a little bit more niche. Even though this is a new store, this is just a little bit too general and maybe harder to push on Facebook. So same thing for you. You want to have the save and add to cart icons over there. You want to have the reviews over here, and yeah, just add that to all of your pages and look into the colors. This color, these colors on the shop don't look that good to me, and this part over here is too huge, so you definitely need to make the logo a bit smaller. So I hope that helps. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, well, this is all right. You could take some of the stuff from here, hot selling novelty products, and maybe I would put that in the logo and perhaps change the RSK Enterprises, because that, yeah, you don't want to go with the website that's called Enterprises and you're trying to sell products for $10, $15. You know, you want to look like a small store that specializes in something. You're sourcing products that you're going to sell for, you know, a great deal, things like that. That's what usually works. When you have a story like that, that's when you can get results. When you go with something like, you know, Enterprises, I'm not sure people are gonna like the store very much and that they're gonna buy from you. That's why we always go for something, you know, like this one, school exclusive sales online. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We got a couple more, and we have another half an hour, so I'm gonna speed things up. I'm trying to finish this in 20, so you guys can let me know if you have any questions. Okay, let's see. This one wants to load. This is Luan. Let's see, Luan, are you here? Nope, Luan is not here, and his website is not loading. So I'm gonna try again, but let's move on to the next one. So this one, Things to Adore. So this is Tracy's website. We've reviewed it on one of the previous calls, and we asked her to actually add, make the product names a bit more descriptive, and she's done that. Another recommendation I would have is maybe look into making the background white, and then also making this a little bit smaller if possible. So yeah, other than that, you know, it's looking okay. I definitely think if you're going to have sliders on the site, it's going to look much better. So if you have a couple of sliders here and you can tell them about the free plus shipping offers, or like, I don't know, 70% discount products or something like that, it's going to make the homepage look much better. I'm going to go ahead and open one of these. And one product. Okay, so this is looking okay. You could have the timer, all those scarcity things that we discussed. That's definitely going to help. And also, if you implement the reviews, it's going to make it look nicer. This is nice, but now imagine if your website had an all-white background, right? So this would blend in much nicer than it does now. So that's why I recommend a white background. All right, so let's move on to the next one. New Panda. So we've reviewed this one before, so I'm just going to go through it real quick and see if there are any changes. Don't think any changes have been made from the last time we reviewed it. Looks like some reviews were added here, but they're not implemented properly. All right, so I think the store definitely needs more work, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it because we already gave some feedback. So I don't know who the owner is. Let's see, it's Michael. Michael, are you here? Michael's not here. Okay, well, Michael, when you get some time and you implement the feedback from the previous call, feel free to send this over to us again, and we're going to take another look at it and see how else we can help you improve it. Okay, so the next one we got is Unique Body Bling. All right, maybe the logo is a bit too small, but nothing major. Just because there's text on it, that's why it might be a bit too small. So this is okay. You see, guys, when you have an image here, either it's a slider or something like this, it just makes the website look much better. Do you agree? Let me know in the chat. Obviously, if you have a CTA, if you were to have a button here, and we're talking about free plus shipping or something like that, then that would be much better. But even just an image or just a slider is going to make the website look better. So this, I like this. Definitely very, very nice collection list. And you got images for everything. So that is awesome. Let's go and check out the bracelets. And I also like that it has a bit of a description. So beautiful jewelry set, sensational bracelets. So those are good. Let's check them out. Okay, well, this image here, probably not the best choice because you can't really see the whole thing. So maybe you can do something about that. Ooh, what's happening here? This is looking a little bit weird. Okay, well, you definitely want to look into these categories because I don't think this is the best way to showcase them. So we saw a couple of, well, every other website, when you go into a category, this is how you want to showcase the products. It's just a better way to do it, and people are used to that because every online store in the world pretty much showcases the products like that. So you want to look into that, but let's go ahead and check out some of your products. Now this page to me looks very good, right? So you've got a big image of the product. It's a white background. You got a big headline there. It says what the full price is, what the sale price is. You got an add to cart button. Hurry, only one left in stock. It's just looking pretty great, right? So let's see. Short description, but you know, for some products, it's not really possible to write a super long description. So this is what it is when you have products like this. You got the images here. Customer reviews. So I think you're still working on this probably. You want to add some reviews there. But yeah, the rest is looking good. I like the product page, and this is exactly what it should look like. So you should have a title there, the price. You could have the reviews in there as well, like you can see on this website here. Right, so you get the reviews. The title's not that big, but that's okay. It's still, you know, a full page. Everything that's important goes on the page, and that's what you guys want to be focusing on. So yep, this is looking good to me. Let's see what we got next. Ooh, sandbox, pets and stuff. So definitely the text here is very small. I think we already reviewed this site before, and we recommended doing something about the logo. So I'm not sure what this logo represents. So maybe try to get another logo design, maybe without the text, or make sure that the text is a little bit bigger, like put sandbox at the top and then pets and stuff below that. And yeah, we wanna do something about that. Definitely. Color scheme, it's okay and not my favorite. And you guys know that I always like to have a white background. Just think it looks much nicer like that. And you know, a lot of you guys have been asking about, you see these little logos here on the products, and there's an option to tweak the image a little bit with Shopify, but you know, it doesn't look that bad. Even if you have this logo, that's okay. So if you don't know how to remove it, just go ahead and do it. Put the product up. It's, you know, it's not going to do any harm. It's not like people are going to find this website and they go and purchase it from somewhere else. So it's cool. You can leave this in and just add products. Don't waste too much time on tweaking the images. And let's go ahead and check out one of these products. Also, it keeps saying featured collection everywhere. So you might want to do something about that because it looks like, yeah, this is for dogs and cyclists. So maybe you want to see how you can change this so it doesn't say featured collection everywhere, but also actually have the category name. Okay, let's check this out, see what the product page is like. Okay, so this is not bad. I would definitely put a description here because this is a product that you can talk about, right? So anti-theft, smart taillight, burglar alarm. So you can, you know, you can say a lot of stuff about this. So definitely, I would put a description in there. You got all the other stuff in here. This is cool. I see you've added this as well. Also the reviews, see what you can do about that, and maybe the background. Right? So this would look much nicer with a white background. Definitely look into the logo. See, also have the Facebook chat box over there, which is great. And the homepage, if you can add some nice sliders, that's going to be nice. But this is also okay. I don't think having this here is a deal breaker. So just a couple more tweaks, and your shop is going to be looking pretty good. Okay, remote is spelled wrong, says Dan. Let's see. Oh, yeah, remote. Yeah, so you definitely want to look into that as well. I did not notice. But yes, Dan is right. And let's see. Yeah, I was asking about importing customer reviews. I think we have a video on that. Let me look into that for you guys after the call and update you in the Facebook group and tell you what plugins you can use to import customer reviews. It's really easy. You just get the plugin and it's going to import the customer reviews from AliExpress. So I'm going to leave some info for you in the group a little bit later after the call. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Wow, Super Shop. Let's see, Wow, Super Shop. It's Yibing's website. Okay, so the logo, I would maybe hire someone to do something about it because it doesn't look that good. It looks a bit 1980s or so kind of design. So maybe get someone to just do a nice little logo for you, and then make the section here from the top until the navigation a little bit smaller. All right, so looks like she's been working on this website recently because you got the Black Friday thing in there. Then we got this. So this is cool. I like this. This is what I've been talking about. When you put an image, you want to have a special offer there, and you want to have a button. And ideally, you want that to lead somewhere. Right now, it does not. But yeah, you want to make sure that this is clickable and that it leads to a product or to a category, but it would be better if it could lead to a product. Featured collection, and you got a bunch of watches. Pretty cool. Okay, well, I see Yibing went for a niche store right away. It looks just watches, which is okay, but it's always a bit riskier because if you can't make it work, then you're stuck with the shop. Then you can really put other types of products in there, although the name of this is Wow Super Shop. So if you redo the logo and you put more categories, you know, there's nothing in here that says it should be a watch shop. So you could easily switch it to a mixed store. And for any one of you guys who are out there doing a niche store, the reason why you want to do a mixed store is because if you can make it work with watches, you just can't figure it out, and that's fine. I fail at figuring out many niches all the time. But that's why, you know, when I start with the mixed store, if I can figure one out, that's okay. I'm not going to spend hundreds of dollars testing it out. We're going to try a couple of ads like we've discussed, and then move on to the next day. So that's why it's better to have a mixed store. It's just easier to test. And keep in mind, this business is all about testing. You want to test out products by spending very little money, and then when you find the one that works, you want to scale it. And when you scale it, you can make so much money from one product. It's just crazy. That's why I love this business model. You start with $5, spend maybe $5 a day for 2 days to test out one ad. It doesn't work? Okay, let's go move on to the next one. Okay, and if you spend 10 bucks a day like that, and you put 2 new ads every day, that's $300 in a month, and you're going to be testing out 60 products or 60 ads. So I know a lot of you guys have been sending out emails and doing a lot of things, working on your shop and researching your audience, but I'm really curious to know if any one of you has been working on doing 2 ads a day and putting 30 ads, 60 ads per month. Because if you do that, it's going to be very difficult to fail. Okay, you might not make $100,000 from a product, but you should be making some good profits if you do that, because it's all about testing. So I want to know. Okay, so let's see. Martin says he's had up to 10. Okay, so Martin, want to give me more info on that? Was it the same product, the same audience? How many ads for one product? Just give me some info on what you did, and let's see if you did everything right or not. But you should definitely not stop after 10. So for me, we test out hundreds of different ads per month, literally hundreds of different ads. And even if you're a beginner, you should be able to move quickly. You add a product, you put up an ad, you do that twice a day. That should take you 20 minutes. Once you start doing it, it really should not take more than 20 minutes, and you're good to go. Okay, let's see. We have a couple questions. Different products, targeted audience, custom audience. Okay, so Martin, how much have you spent on those 10 ads that you put, and how long have you been running them? Have you been doing the $5 a day or more, less? Well, I can do less than $5 a day per ad, but yeah, give me some more info and let's see if we can troubleshoot this. Let's see, so Linda's saying, so did my ad account get disabled because I put up 3 ads in 2 hours on Thanksgiving? The fact that you put 3 ads in 2 hours on Thanksgiving did not get disabled, that's for sure, but I'm not sure what was up. So if you want, you can send us an email with the ads, and maybe I can tell you if I can see what was wrong with the ad or with the landing page. Usually, Facebook is okay with these stores. I haven't had my ad account disabled in ages, and when I did, is because I deserved it. I didn't pay attention to what I was doing on the website, and they were right to ban my account back then, but that was ages ago. So Linda, feel free to send over a support ticket, send me your ads, the message you got from Facebook, your landing page, and let's see what we can do to help you with that so that it doesn't happen again. Martin, if you want to share more info, you're welcome to do so. Before you do, I'm going to move on to the next shop. Okay, so here's Martin. He's saying $350 and $5 a day, getting tons of interest. It's not converting. I usually go for a CTA purchase, average CPC. Probably, yep. So Martin is saying he probably hung on to some for too long, and that's right. If you spend $350, if I were to spend $350, I would have burned through at least 50 ads, okay? So if you're gonna spend that much money, you need to be quick at putting out ads. So you can put 2 ads for one product or 3 ads for one product, but if it doesn't work, then you wanna stop it. So really, all you need to do is 10 days and $5. If you're not seeing the ROI, yes, it is possible actually for some of those products to start working later on, but it's just not worth it for you to test it out like that, especially when you're just starting out. You wanna put out as many products as possible. Aim to do 2 per day, that's $10 a day. Doesn't work, you pause it, you move on to the next one. So that way you're gonna end up with 30 to 60 ads, and you know that's gonna be much better to test out many ads than to put in hundreds of dollars into just a couple of ads. So Martin's asking, will you get a chance to evaluate my website? Can you send over the URL? Because I don't have it here on my list. Yes, please send over the URL, and I'm going to take a look at it. Okay, so I've left one more here that I very much like. So I want to show you guys this site. I don't have a lot of feedback to give. I just want to show you guys what a good website should look like. So I like this site. Again, this is Ferris's website, right? Ferris, you there? I see you here. Okay, so yeah, if you have any comments for us or questions, let me know in the chat and I can address them right away. So this is looking good. I like the website. You see here the logo small. This is nice. There's no problem here. The colors are nice, very simple. The categories are all named properly. He's doing a nice mix store. When you do a mix store, you get an opportunity to test out many things without having to build a new store. So this is pretty cool stuff with these products. One thing you can maybe consider is have a slider over here, get a design, and just have some special offer in that slider. I think that's going to be cool. And let's go ahead and check out some of these products. I like the product choice. They're like interesting products. They're not regular, and this is what usually works better. When you go with some products that are you know, interesting. Doesn't have to be anything revolutionary. This is definitely not revolutionary, but for someone who likes cats, it's pretty cool, right? Um, so he's got the images here. He's got this. I see you've upgraded this one, which is cool. Some of these things I'm not sure you're allowed to use. You might want to look into that, but okay. And slipper size, perfect color. Got the timers here. Well, this is nice. I like this. It's looking good. I like this as well. Yep, so you just gotta, oh, you got the reviews as well. Perfect. Yeah, so this website is looking pretty good. You got the email here, support time. It's looking very legit. Yeah, I like it. I think this is how it should be done. So you guys should look at this as an example and just make sure that you have all of the elements that Ferris has in place, because this is looking good. All right, so I think we are almost out of time, just a couple more minutes. So let me take a look at Martin's website. So it's under, oops, I'm typing that in the wrong box. Okay, well, one thing I would do, Martin, is definitely work on the color scheme. So I would not go with green. It's a little bit heavy on the eyes. Store. Okay, what you could do here is just go with one message. No need to have two, just go with one. And then when they click, you want to send them somewhere, which you are doing, but definitely lose the green color. I don't think that's good. Also, your pop-up is a little bit off, so you want to go into the plugin that you're using for this and just push down the button a little bit so that it doesn't go over the email. And you can change the text a little bit here, so you could offer a discount. And one thing that I actually forgot to mention, some of these websites that we reviewed had a pop-up, but those that don't, you want to look into that. And you want to give them a 10% discount code or something like that to build your email list. It's always a good thing to do that, and it might also push people to purchase because they're getting a 10-15% discount. So look into implementing these pop-ups. There's videos in the course on how to do it. All right, well, this is a little bit different. I've never actually done it with just images. So I would go with images of the actual products that you're selling in here instead of this. So definitely change the color, and maybe you don't want to do all caps for everything. Yeah, work on the color scheme a little bit. If you need any help, send us an email and we can simplify this for you. And I'm not sure what's up with the logo, so I'm not sure what the website is about, right? So I don't know if anyone else is having that problem, but it's not like 100% clear, because if we look, oh, I missed this one. So yeah, if we look, for example, at this one, exclusive sales online, you know what's up with that, right? So you're getting sales on the website. So maybe you want to look into the name, or maybe I just don't know what it means, but this is a little bit off. Right? So you have two images here that are a little bit off. You should not have these images here. The products are looking good. Just definitely change the green is my recommendation, and remove these two images. Let me go ahead and open one. See what else we got here. Okay, well, this is cool that you added this here. See if you want to maybe look into the color for this as well. This I would maybe put somewhere closer to the buy button or right below this. Maybe some more images, because this is a pretty cool product, but you want to have more images for this so people can check it out. Okay, we'll also see if we can implement the reviews. It's not looking bad, but I think just the colors right now are not doing the website justice, but I see you have some cool products you've selected. I would definitely change the collection from collection 1, 2. I will not keep it like that. See if you can categorize these collections. If not, just put them all into one. It's better than have collection 1, collection 2. But I think you can probably categorize them somehow. So see what you can do about that. Let's see, promotional offers. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I see you're doing probably the free plus shipping here. So that's cool. One thing you can maybe do is just write a short description and tell people what's up, right? So tell them why it's $0, because if people who are, they're not obviously familiar with the free plus shipping strategy that we're using, so they might be a little bit confused and they might not believe that. So I always like to put a description and kind of explain that the product is free because we're running a special offer right now, and the reason for running that special offer, and also tell them they just need to cover shipping. So see what you can do. As for the colors, well, I would just recommend removing the green one. So you can go with black. Doesn't have to be full black, so there are like different shades that you can do. Let's see, so you see this, the text here or here, it's more readable, and yeah, just it's not heavy on the eyes. And when I opened this website, it was a little bit heavy on the eyes, right? So I need to really focus to be able to read this. So just go with some standard black gray color, and that's going to be fine. So once you change that, I think it's going to look different immediately, and then you can look into the other stuff that I mentioned, removing those images, maybe looking into the logo here. If you want to go with a name that is not self-explanatory, you might want to consider having a tagline. So for the logo, maybe you can turn this text into a logo, just design it a little bit, lose the I, and then just put a little tagline over there so that you would explain what this is about. Does that make sense, Martin? Let me know. So I have one more store, and we're almost out of time, so I'm just going to go through this. This one's a little bit different. Your online store 24/7, Luxury Global. Okay, well, it's not looking bad. It's cool. I'm not sure what it's about, though. So maybe you change your online store 24/7 into, I don't know, special deals or whatever you're doing here, and just say exclusive deals online, Luxury Global, and that's fine, so that people would see what it's about. The moment I opened it, actually right now, because I forgot to open it before, and when I opened it, I thought, oh, was I looking at a shopping mall website or something? So it kind of like resembles a shopping mall website, which I'm not saying it's bad, but yeah, just these stock images, maybe it's better to kind of follow the format that we've talked about, because I don't know if this works and how it converts. I've not done it like this. So maybe you want to look into the format that we talked about. This is looking pretty cool. Let's check it out, see what it is. Also, for some reason, the products are ending here at the very beginning of my screen. So you might want to look into that. I don't think this is built with Shopify, right? You probably use something else, which is okay, but for example, here it says December 1st, 2017. You definitely want to remove that. It's just a little bit confusing, and it just doesn't look like a standard website that people are used to. And you always want to, the product pages are good. You got the product, you got the description. We can definitely add some scarcity in there, the logo, secure, stuff like that. But the header, I would look into that a little bit. It's a bit too big, and just doesn't look like a standard website that people are used to today. So when you have something that's out of the ordinary, I'm not sure how people react to that. So I always like to just follow the trends, make sure it's something simple and standard, because that's what it converts, and it's always worked for me. So something to think about. This is Bogdan. So yeah, something to think about, Bogdan. Let me know if you have any questions via email. we'll be happy to help you. But yeah, you might want to rethink the structure of the website. I think from what I've seen, the product selection is fine. We're going for a niche store, for a mixed store, which is a smart thing to do. But yeah, look into the design a little bit, because also this one doesn't really say too much, right? So department store at your door, all price to go. Buying online has never been easier. You know, people are kind of already used to buying online, so saying something like this is not really necessary. You could use it for something else, for a stronger call to action. Department store at your door, okay, but it's not really necessary. You could use this text for something else, for a stronger call to action. For, you know, if you're doing an offer, if you're offering a discount, something like that, that might be better. Okay, so we're almost 1 hour in. Let me know if you guys have any other questions before we wrap it up. Martin says, thank you very much. You're welcome, Martin. Feel free to send us an email if you need any help. And same thing for everyone else. If you guys need any help, send us an email and let's see what we can do to help. And any one of you who's running ads, feel free to email us. Let us know how many ads you're doing a month, how much money you spend per ad. And I think you already know our formula, right? So don't spend too much on one ad, 10, 15 bucks the most. If it doesn't work, you stop it, you come up with a new product, new ad, and you run again. That's how you should spend your money. Don't spend hundreds of dollars testing one product. All right, guys, so I think that is it. Let me see if there's any other questions. Okay, so yeah, just saying, any suggestions on how to make my store name clear? Well, I'm not sure yet. You know, you've seen some good ones here. So exclusive sales online, overstock product sales, you know, anything like that that you can kind of combine that says like a discount and exclusive. And let's see a couple more examples here. To pick what was Ferris's? His was pick and cart. So that's cool. You know, it doesn't exactly tell you what it is, but it's kind of cool. And when you see the logo, you're on a store, so you kind of know what's happening, right? So, you know, I don't think your store name, you know, doesn't mean that it's not usable, but maybe you want to put a bit of a tagline under it and just explain what's happening. But also, if you want to change the name, that's okay as well. But I don't think you have to. So put a little tagline, explain what's happening, discounts, exclusive discounts, curated products with exclusive discounts, you know, something like that. Make a combination like that, and that's going to be good. Okay, so I hope that helped. You are welcome, and yeah, that's it, everyone. I think we are done with today's call. So next week, JR and I are going to be posting some cool stuff for you in the group. In the meantime, if you have any questions, let us know. Support digitalcashacademy.com. And I hope you guys are really going to take this, what I'm telling you about the ad, seriously and stop spending hundreds of dollars on testing one ad. So test quickly, drop it, move on to the next one. Try to test 20, 30 products a month without spending more than 200, 300 bucks. Because that's how you should do it. If you do that and you do it properly, have a nice website, you're definitely going to get some results. So don't overthink it too much. Don't research too many audiences. You know, you pick something, you go for it, you see what happens, doesn't work, no problem. Let's move on to the next one. So if you burn through 20 of these and you find one that works, I promise it's going to be worth your time. Because once you find that one product that works, you know, the ROI there can be insane, and you can keep spending money, and for every dollar you put in, you get $3, $4, $5 back. And that's how you're going to make money with this. That's how this business works. It's all about testing. Once you've made a nice website, and then you want to put in products quickly, new categories, just spend 20, 30 minutes a day doing this. It's really not, if it's taking a bit longer in the beginning, as you start doing this more often, it's going to become easier. So right now, it takes me 5 minutes to put up a product, another 5 minutes to prepare the ad and launch it. So literally 10 minutes to put up a new product and test it out. If it takes you 15, 20, 30, it's okay in the beginning. Over time, it's going to be easier, and you just want to you want to do volume. You want to test things out and not spend hundreds on one product, because I think that's the mistake a lot of people make. You test out 10 products, you get discouraged, You shouldn't. You should test out more. Test 20, 30, and spend the money that you spent on those 5 products. If you're spending 305 products, don't. Spend 320 to 30 products. And that's when you're going to start seeing results. Okay, guys, so I hope this call was useful for you. And yeah, I'll see you later in the Facebook group. I'm going to have this call up and running in the members area so you guys can check it out. Any questions, you can find us in the Facebook group and support@digitalcashacademy.com. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.